Emily Brocart.
On Air with Ryan Seacrest, world's premiere.
Republican Jim Gilmore finished behind other in the Iowa caucus Monday night with 0.001% of the vote.
Who's Jim Gilmore?
I thought we weren't doing that joke.
A 60-year-old Italian woman had to call the fire department to remove the lock on her chastity belt after she reportedly lost her key.
Ladies, please take note of this classic seduction technique. Dr. Ben Carson says he'll keep campaigning after finishing fourth in the Iowa caucus with only 9% of the total votes. His campaign released a statement saying that he just needs to go home and get a fresh set of clothes.
Looks like he soiled his campaign and himself with crap. The World Health Organization, or the WHO, declared a public health emergency of international concern over the Zika virus. The WHO took this precaution measure because they claim the WHO won't get fooled again.
Leonardo DiCaprio reportedly had a private meeting with Pope Francis at the Vatican this week. When asked to bless DiCaprio's hopeful Oscar win, Pope Francis suggested he try Scientology or Judaism like the rest of Hollywood.
So this one time I was in Mexico with my mom and we were going ATVing and I was on the beach. And I was only 14, so I could only go ATVing when we were on the big wide open beach. And I was chugging along, but you have to understand it was a cliff into the water and I was going in third gear, but my mom made me go faster and faster. So when she made me go into fourth gear, I lost control and I flipped over. Long story short, there was metal in my eye. 2 years later, metal in my eye again. So I was wearing an eye patch walking home from school one day and my eyes are closed because, you know, the eye patch, and I walked straight into a dumpster and my tooth is gone. Well, that's my story.
In sports, this year's halftime show will be performed by Coldplay. But due to Coldplay's inability to actually entertain anybody, the NFL decided to bring in Beyoncé and Bruno Mars as additional performers to support Coldplay.
Speaking of the big game, Denver Broncos quarterback Peyton Manning is dedicating his Super Bowl performance to Papa John.
They actually hired Coldplay.
Cannabis vagina suppositories ease period pain.
Chef Benoit Voyer, whose Swiss restaurant was crowned best in the world earlier this year, was found dead due to an apparent gunshot wound to the chest.
Damn, I guess Swiss put holes in everything.
Sources have reported that Robert Kardashian is involved with model Blac Chyna after reports of them dating and him driving from Los Angeles to Texas to pick her up from jail. Chyna is the ex of rapper Tyga, who is currently dating Rob's younger sister, Kylie Jenner. Jenner and Kardashian are both the younger siblings to Kim Kardashian, whose husband, rapper Kanye West, has gotten into a Twitter war with fellow rapper Wiz Khalifa, who both share the same ex, model and stripper Amber Rose, who is Chyna's BFF.
Now, the last time I had to follow such a complicated plot and relationship tree, I was watching Game of Thrones. The only difference in Game of Thrones is that at least everybody dies. You probably thought the difference I was going to say was dragons, but Kris Jenner is very much equivalent to a fire-breathing, man-eating scaled creature.
She ate up Bruce and left only Caitlyn.
Yoko Ono is announced to receive the Lifetime Inspiration Award at the 2016 NME Awards, a music award show in the United Kingdom proving that you can get a participation trophy well into your 80s.
Researchers studied oxytocin levels in the saliva of cats and dogs before and after they saw their owners. The dog's hormone increases nearly 5 times higher than the cat's. In layman's terms, dogs love humans more than anything, and cats would rather have you go die in a hole. However, in the cat's defense, they have the right to hate anyone who would do this.
In other news, be sure to check out my mixtape, which drops tonight at midnight.
This just in, a local news anchor was fired for promoting his own mixtape on live television. I'm Emily Brocart. That was the news.